Hi everybody, the Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to PGA Tour 2K23 and the single player side where we're in our fourth season. Just starting out, it's the first event of the PGA Tour. Series, as you see, is called, My Career Grind, where I'm just pushing through and just continuing to play to have some golf time. So this is the first episode that is being included at the end of TGC Tours Season 10. So at this point, until TGC Tours comes back again, this will be the only golf that will be added to the channel. So there will likely be a little bit more of the single player coming to the channel than there had been in the past during the season. Simply because obviously I'm playing 4, 5, 6 rounds for TGC Tours between practice and so forth. Some of those make the channel, some don't. But now that I don't have those rounds going on, if I want to play some golf, this really is my best option. With that being said, if you're new to the series and just trying to understand its purpose, really at the end of the day, my main goal in PGA Tour 2K23 is to get a tour card in TGC Tours, be effective there, and so forth. That requires that I get really, really good at master difficulty play. So this, in essence, serves as practice rounds for me to go ahead and do that. I had just started a new type of swing style and also putting style, just really trying to hone in some things as I started Season 4 here. So there's only been one episode in this series that really includes that in earnest. So that is why I'm back here, because what I don't want to do is get super rusty while we wait likely several weeks until TGC Tours might be coming back for Season 11. With that said, let's get in here to the second round.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
All right.
Coverage of the Bluff Championship
so the goal is pretty straightforward for these series. It's to make the cut, honestly. I have not made a cut since I went to master difficulty level here.
Luke, this player's trailing currently, but let's face it, there's so much golf left to be played. I really think if they stay the course and continue playing the way they are, they've got a great chance of getting a victory here.
Can't wait to see what unfolds.
All right, so I knew it would likely be too far. The key is solid shots. I've gotten much better at that. Of course, as soon as I say that, you know how things go.
Opting for the 4-iron here.
But not bad, but yeah. A little further than I really wanted.
Looks like they have a bad
So here we're going to be 22 yards back. That's going to put us in the 90s. Yeah, so this is probably going to be all right. So, straight swing paths, obviously decent position. That's always good. Definitely a better result than I used to have in these, so pretty good. And then the challenge here, putting's really been the one I'm working on most recently. I find I got to do something a little odd, but that was a nice straight shot, so that worked. I have to, in essence, mentally at least, and I think physically I'm doing a bit, push a little left as I'm swinging, or at least think that I am, to get a straight shot. Otherwise, I get a relatively straight swing, but it tends to be just to the right of the sweet spot in putting. So it's been odd because obviously I'm not having to do that in my regular swing, and I think I have a pretty good path, when I get a good shot off in the regular driver, or the regular swings like this. So again, yeah, it was a little to the right,
to hit this
But
one. Not sure if they'll find it though. Do you like the view from
but
where you're
overall
standing,
kind
Henny?
of straight up and
Looking at
down,
perhaps
and so
175, I'd say.
let's see, if I go there, it's going to be, let's say 170. So I'm going to go with this because I think that, whoop, no, we got all of that lie going on.
Looks to
Ooh,
be going with the 4-iron.
very slows are bad.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Getting ready to play their third.
Oh boy. So now this is where it gets difficult. So I can't do a splash the other way. A punch is really gonna like fly out. And a flop I don't think is gonna be enough, but it may be the best I can do. I think it's gonna, I look like, it looks like the lie is on the hill a bit, so I'm gonna go over here. Alright. Okay, swing. Not great. I knew I wouldn't get the distance.
It's going to be coming out of the bag, but it's still going to be a long way from the hole.
And that is a long way.
Passover coming up for this fella.
Not a great swing path. Not enough power either.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
Alright, well,
Currently plus 13 for the event.
gave ourselves back.
We're at the par
You know, I
three.
think I have to
love these
do
holes.
quite a bit better to be able to make the cut.
Going
So you
with the
can
7.
see there, you know, a lot of the swing path is in the white path. So that's what I'm talking about, and I'm not adjusting on these swings, but on the putt where, you know, some people were calling me out and saying, "Hey, you've got to get the putt more in line." On the putt, I have to do some things. Ooh, so close,
That's frustrating.
so close.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Come on, you are kidding me. Ay ay ay.
This one for bogey. Yeah, that's hold, but they seem to be losing a bit of their momentum.
Yeah.
Bogeys in a row, never a good sign.
So I have found
Now
that
playing
these
a little
courses
defensively.
are more difficult.
Here we are at the 4th hole.
I'm easily getting the high teens, 20s, so the fact that I really had, you know, 13 was actually a bit of a victory, believe it or not.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Yeah, let's see what kind of bounce we get. Alright, not bad. I
This one
thought
from
that's
about
what it looked like as
160
it was
yards out.
flying. So this is really my first decent set of shots here. Ooh, that seems too far, but I think I do need to go that route. Ah, doesn't matter when I do that. So disappointing. So
This
stringing
goes on the
together consistent shots is really part of the goal as well here. Because I can't have, you know, be fighting to get par. Wow, that actually landed nicely, but the roll was
17 feet
significantly
remaining on the
longer than I expected. I was like, oh good, I'm gonna actually not end up with a bad shot here. But I was wrong.
It's got a chance.
It does have a chance.
And in
Cool.
it goes for the par.
Didn't look at my putt path on that,
Current leader is enjoying a
so I
one-shot
don't know
lead.
how solid it was
Still
or
on the step
not,
on the
but
tee here at the 5th.
the result is what we need, so that's the big thing. Uh-oh.
This one is off the planet sliced.
Yeah, well, at least it's somewhere. It's over 200, so it's not the end of the world on a par 5, but again, it's going to make it hard to get a birdie, which is unfortunate, because obviously that is what we want to do on par 5s if we can.
Let's see if they've got the right club.
Alright, I'm going to go up one. I'm going to move over a bit. Wow. I am just not
That's
stringing
not
together enough
Coming up a little short with that
good
effort. Not bad,
shots.
though.
Ah, the fast is going to pull it. I mean, it's on the fringe, so it's puttable, but... Alright, not bad. I mean, the result is good, but when I say not bad, I did look at the putt path. Because that's really where my focus is now, is really honing in on that.
Time to tee off at the 6th.
Alright. Ooh, do we try? That's the question. Do we try? We're going to.
That's a good stock shot, the fade, isn't it?
Did not fade enough, though.
Sadly, this one will make a splash.
I tried. Oh well. Let's see. I'm gonna hit
That's
from...
a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Oh, that's actually a terrible spot. Oh well. I kind of knew it when I looked at it, but alright, so I'm gonna go down, say 20. It's gonna put me at 77. Yeah, I don't want to go much harder than that. I'm really gonna be conservative here though with the lie. Because what I can't afford is with the water. Worked out. Let's see. I'll do the flop. Again, we got a little bit of a lie there. So slow, and now we don't get any roll when I need some roll.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
This is challenging with the downhill. This is ugly. I just needed to get to the hill and then let the hill do the rest. So I hit it as light as I could. Still went pretty far.
But a little too hard, that one.
So
this next putt here is for a double bogey.
not great. Alright, so that's the old type of swing. Again, worked out, but that's not what I want to be doing. I mean, I think it would have worked out the other way too. I have a lot of wind in my face on this hole, let's be honest, or on this course so far.
That reminded me of the Big Easy.
Right.
Silky smooth.
Not bad, I think. Yeah, we're okay. Especially if we get a bounce on the fairway. Alright. So yeah, too far for the flop shot, so we're going to go with the pitch, which is a little more challenging sometimes.
Yeah, that one will play.
Alright, let's see if we can
left to the hole.
get this to fall. Not.
Ouch, that hurts.
That was not bad on the putt path, but wow.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can
That
make
does hurt.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
Disappointing.
We've reached the 8th hole.
Alright, wind and downhill, so I'm just going to leave it.
Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking
Okay,
there.
other than the bad swing path, not a bad
really
shot.
Just fine. Walking
I have gotten to the point where
is just dandy.
panicking about water has become a bit of a thing of the past. I'm a lot more confident that I can kind of get what I need.
Chance to save the par if you can make this one.
So let's try to again get what we need here. It's downhill, so
Nice stroke.
I want to be careful.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. And as we move along, it's Bubba Watson on
So I mean,
top.
overall I'm up 3, plus 3, almost done with the front 9. So not horrendous, especially for the way I've played these in-game courses. But the challenge becomes, really in TGC Tours, I need to be able to get under par for events to maintain a tour card. So I can probably get a tour card just hitting par for the event, but the challenge is I could get ejected relatively quickly. And again, 103 is the highest power I really want. Yeah, I'm looking for as close to 100 as I can get, because otherwise I'm overpowering, and that was causing me much more difficulty. Alright, let's see. Moved over. And I did not get the putt path I want.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Yeah, this looks pretty straight on. Ooh. See, and again, because I'm pushing to the left, that was a terrible swing, but it was short enough that it really didn't matter. But that's the issue. Then when I physically do it and push it, it's bad.
I'd love to see them do it, but I'm not too sure they've got it in them today.
We're not going to get 14 strokes back in 9 holes. I mean, anybody who knows anything about golf knows that. So, sadly, not going to make the cut. But I've been at like 50, 40 over. So, I mean, it's boding well. It's boding better, how about that, than what I've had in the past. Right. A little bit better of a shot. I mean, still not where I want. The other thing that I started to talk about in the last week of TGC Tours, definitely something I'm going to have to work on in the off season here, is just placement and getting closer to the pin on these holes. Because having a 30-foot putt doesn't help either. I'm trying to figure out, because it's downhill again. Not a great path.
It's tracking.
That's outstanding. What a putt.
I really hate when you have that type of camera angle, because obviously we really couldn't even see. I mean, even until it fell in, like we heard the sound of it falling in the cup before we saw it, and then it was like, oh, it's in the hole. So again, like, pro golfer, good shot, like, this is the shot I want to take. I want to be pretty much at the pin, even though it's really near the water. So I can't say my nerves are totally gone, but, you know, I understand this is what I need to be capable of. And subconscious, whatever we want to call it.
And here we are with the third shot.
So let's see, wind changed a bit. Why is it doing a pitch? That also didn't help me. I didn't realize that. So I'm sure that was part of my problem. Pitches are notoriously more difficult. And I didn't know it was a pitch, so I swing a little differently with the pitch. Because the timing of the club going back is faster. So you got to be a little more aware, but I didn't realize that, so I did a normal swing, which I'm sure is partially what caused me to be way off on the very fast. So that was on me again. It always is.
Made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side?
I need a good bounce.
Go ahead and lay it
Nope.
up to the left and make it a 3-shotter.
Shoot.
The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill.
Gonna go that way.
On the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5.
Oh no! Get out of the rough, please. Thank you. I mean, obviously it didn't roll as far landing in the rough. Again, I'm in that no man's land between 55 and 97, where, you know, I probably really do need to do a pitch here. So that's what we're going to do. And I didn't do a good pitch. So, just like I said, it's just ever so different. Just a tiny bit different. on the swing timing. Ah,
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
it would have been. Whoa, what is happening?
Now, long-range
Obviously
putt
a
coming
hill
here. Be
there.
good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
Some damage limitation.
That's
This one
terrible.
for a bogey.
Hmm. A little better, but not great on the path.
Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Okay, that one was
That's well
very
done.
much in the white, so that's what I want, but it's a double
Bubba
bogey.
Watson, currently in the lead.
And unfortunately, I think this is what happened the first round. I think the back nine is just a bit crazy. Man, I don't think I'm going to carry that water, so I'm going to give it a shot. And if somehow I hit it too far, I guess I hit it too far, but no, that's what I thought. Because otherwise I'm giving away like 25 yards, which is, you know, not nothing. So definitely want to be careful. Okay, very close to the pin is what we need here.
They've chosen to club down
And
on this
again,
one.
totally over water, so
This player is making
normally a
statement
very
with that
challenging
approach
shot for
I think
me.
this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring
Ah.
him to fire at those flags.
That worked out, but wow, I could feel it when I swung because I was too worried about the downhill and then rushed
Let's
it.
see what happens here.
So a little bit of a gift there, honestly. So, and not overpowering
Well, this should
kind
find
of
the short
lets
grass.
me control the flow. The fast and the slows are less
He's got a round
pronounced. You know,
125
that's
here.
all kind of all together what's happening as far as why I've been suggested to do that, and I cannot dispute the results. It is much easier to shoot kind of where you're aiming.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Still not over as much as I was hoping.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Well, we can,
Okay,
but
Eddie.
I'd love
What's he
to
looking at
one
with this
putt it.
putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather.
All right.
Barely has to blow on it.
So
This is
this
just
is
downhill.
pretty much. It is downhill. I mean, maybe slightly. All right, much better on the path.
Come on, ball. Don't deny
Ooh.
it.
Ooh.
That one raced by. Bit of
And
work
again,
coming
when they're
back.
that far, it is
Putting for a
just
par
so. There's so much luck involved
Better than
to
most.
some degree.
Oh,
Yeah.
so close. Just 4 feet
Sometimes
remaining
these
between
greens
him and the
are
hole.
brutal.
That's a good putt to hold
So,
for a bogey.
shoot. So
Bubba
not
Watson
great.
has a 3-shot buffer over the field.
I'm still in last
get
place.
amongst
Oh
this
no, there's
15
one
hole.
person worse than me. Because it's a field of 156 normally. Oh boy. I'm gonna try this.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
So again, solid shot. And it's good that I did back off, because otherwise I would have blown
That was wonderfully
right
done.
past the green.
This will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
All right, let's see. Not bad, but
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
so yeah, I mean, I've got a good amount of birdies,
Our leader is
which
enjoying
again
a
is
3-stroke
rare
advantage.
for the in-game
happens here,
courses.
the
I
16th.
really struggled last season. Oh boy, is that too far? No, it should hold on. Oof.
That's a bit out of shape.
I was not expecting that kind of carry. Alright. So definitely gonna... Should go back like 160. So yeah, this will work. It's a layup.
Going with the 4-iron here.
Okay. 180
And here we are with the third
with
shot.
the roll. And again, Gotta do the pitch. I'm gonna go this way though. Otherwise I think I'm gonna go way too far. Good timing and all. So I'm pretty pleased with that, honestly.
Good shot there. 14 feet to the cup.
All right.
All right, guys. This
Downhill
for 2 birdies
and
in a row.
not bad. Oh, it stopped moving. It actually looked
What's he got in front of him here
pretty
with this putt?
good.
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup. This for par.
All right, putt path was great, but it didn't go in. Partially because my aim, I think, is
Okay,
still
let's head to the
off.
next. And it's that boy Bubba Watson back leading this event.
All right, let's see. So, yeah, I remember this being kind of the challenge. 3 wood's not enough, but because it's a 50-yard difference, like, the driver is enough, but can I do it without going crazy far? Okay, solid shot, which again is a victory in and of itself. All right, if I had to go by, I guess that's the
shot,
place to go.
Second shot here.
I'm
on the
actually going to
17th.
flop and go the full way here. Ah. Very fast is
Getting ready to
not
play
what I
there
was
further.
looking for. So far downhill.
Wow, that almost went in
That
the
was
hole.
actually not a bad effort
And
from
here
where
we
I
are
was
with
at.
that four.
I mean, I would say that's pretty good.
How
Okay.
close was that to going down?
So overall,
Down goes, but that's back-to-back
you know,
bogeys.
maybe if
Time to
I had
lift.
done the 3 wood,
Two
laid it
bogeys
up,
in a row, never a good
I would have had a
sign.
better
Let's see if
shot
they can
than
rebound from
pushing
that.
it, but again, I'm trying a few things too, so. Little bit of a delay in my swing, and you can see it
Sure
in the
if this one is down
slow.
the short grass.
All right, well, it stayed in between the bunkers.
Henny, what does that lie
It
look
gives
like?
me
Some
better
smiles here, a
than the
bit
bunker.
of luck in the second cut. It's
All
sitting
right.
nicely.
So let's say 25. I don't know. I'm going to go up one more. Might be too much. That little pond is a little tricky too. I think we're okay.
What a shot from the rough. This is
All
gorgeous.
right. Not bad, actually. Ooh. Well, not as much
Wonderfully
roll
played.
as I thought we'd get,
What an
but
opportunity to make a birdie.
good news is we got down most of the hill. It's going to move a little bit. But yeah, the downhill's the bigger problem here. I don't want to overpower it.
Surely it's going to.
Come on, come on.
The putt
Thank you.
drops, and this player is finished for the day.
All right, so I think that's 5 birdies, but overall, more important thing is it's just a +5.
Well, that's a
Again,
shame.
obviously a
Unfortunately,
+2
unable
was
to
the
make cut
cut.
this week, Beamer. That'll
So
hurt.
even if I
Look,
did 2 plus
Every
5
player
rounds plus
faces
10
this
would
at
be
some
too
point in time.
much.
Even the greats,
But
you miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes.
I'd
you make,
say
you
it's
move
better
on and
than I
hopefully
was
forget about it
doing.
or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that's all we've got time for today.
not really
Myself,
close
Luke
with
Olby,
our
Rich
rivalry.
Bean,
I
Henny
wasn't
Koyak,
expecting
and John
that, but
McCarthy. Plus,
again,
all the
I've been
hard-working
off
folks
by
behind the action at 2K Sports. Thanks for tuning in.
I've been off by
Look
up
forward to your
to
company
80
next
on
time.
that before, so I certainly can't complain too much because you know it's not as bad as it could have been. All right, so the field size looks like it's going to be a little bit smaller for the next one. Obviously, that is where we'll be getting in. You know, the main goal: make cuts, start getting 4 rounds into each event. Gives me more practice without plowing through rounds or events as well, so that's helpful. And you know, if we start beating rivals and stuff, that's obviously great as well. But you know, you can see in our group here, even though it is tier 1, that we're cycling through again. I mean, we've got Bubba Watson that it gave us, who's won the event last time, so they're not giving me easy rivals, but, you know, we're starting with Ricky, and we'll see how things go. But if we're not making cuts, there's no way we're going to beat a rival. But hope you've enjoyed it. If you have and haven't dropped a like, please consider that. For a smaller channel like myself, really, really important for getting visibility and letting people know what's going on. If you're not a subscriber, please consider that. It just helps you find things a little bit easier. And I will see you next time.